Welcome to North Oak Stretching Series Part 1. Today we'll be discussing the dynamic warm-up. This warm-up can be used before any games, practices, or athletic events where the athlete needs to get loose and ready for participation. Today we're at Southeastern on the football field. My name is Nathan Borgett. I'm a certified athletic trainer with North Oak Sports Medicine. We have Vanessa and Brody who will be our models today. The first thing you need to notice is that we are demonstrating on about 6 yards worth of turf. For this warm-up, we actually need about 10 to 12 yards. You want to make sure that the width of the area is big enough to accommodate your team. That can be a bigger area for football or a smaller area for a volleyball or basketball team. Just make sure that we don't have athletes running into each other. First off, we're going to have the athletes just jog. They're going to just do a normal pace jog, not emphasizing speed or competition. So we'll have them start jogging. I want you to notice that their arms are moving in a normal jogging motion and their legs are as well. We'll have them also come back doing that same thing. All right, once all the team gets done, we want to have them turn around and get ready for the next thing. The next part is going to be the back pedal. With this, I want you to notice that the models, Vanessa and Brody, are emphasizing the step back. With this, they're going to start the opening process of the hips. So as you notice, as they start to go, they're really reaching back with that lead leg. We're going to have them turn around and then come back and do the same thing. Now, once the entire team's finished on this, we're going to have the athletes perform what's known as a karaoke. We're going to have the athletes all face the same direction, which in this case would be the camera, and they're going to face this the entire time that we're doing karaoke. So at first, we're going to have Vanessa demonstrate slower so that we can see the proper technique. We're going to first have her take a step out with her lead leg. Then we're going to have her use her trail leg to drive up and across with her knee, landing past the lead leg. She's going to then step in front and then behind with the trail leg. As she continues this, I want you to notice that she's emphasizing the knee drive. Now, Brody, he's going to demonstrate this in a more real time. So as he starts, I want you to notice his knee drive. As he comes up and in front, the knee drive is actually propelling him off the ground. Now we're going to have them come back so that way they're even on both sides. So as Vanessa starts to go, and then Brody, I want you to notice the emphasis on driving the knee up and over. Next up, we're going to have the AC skip. With this, we're going to have Vanessa first demonstrate this a little bit slower so that we can see the technique. On the way down, we're going to have her focus only on the right leg. We're first going to have her drive that knee straight up and then bring it back down next to the other one, then drive up and out, back down to the other one. Take a little step forward, once again, right knee up, down, out, and down. And as she continues, we're going to have Brody now do it, once again, still focusing on the right leg, emphasizing the up and the out. Now, once the entire team gets down to the far side, we're going to have them turn around, and this time we're going to have them emphasize the opposite leg. Once again, Vanessa will be going a little bit slower to show technique. Up, down, out, down. Step forward, up, and out, down. Now, as Brody goes, you'll see that he's emphasizing driving the knee up and out during this whole time, making sure that we're hitting both sides equally. Next up will be the inchworm. This is going to be the first time that we'll start to see the involvement of the upper body and the core in the warm-up. We're going to have Vanessa start off by bending forward to stretch the hamstrings. Now, once she gets down, we're going to have her place her hands on the ground and walk forward till she's in a push-up position. Completing a push-up, she'll then start to walk her feet up towards her hands. Once they reach that, she's going to stand up, take a couple of small steps forward, and begin again. Now, as Brody starts, I want you to notice that if the athlete can't go down all the way, they don't have to. They go down as far as they can and then fall forward controlled onto their hands. Also, I want you to notice that as he walks out, he's using small steps. He's not just throwing his hands out. And as he walks his feet up, he's using only ankle range of motion, but the full range of motion to walk up to the hands. For this one, we're only going to go down. They should try to get 3 to 5 repetitions of this to begin the warm-up. Next up is going to be the lunge lizard. With this, we're going to first have the athlete start off with one leg. We're going to have them do a high knee drive and then take a long step out, landing in a lunge position. Then we're going to have them bring their arms up and twist both ways. Then whichever leg is forward, we're going to have them use that same arm, wrap inside, and then emphasize pressing the hips down to the ground. Once they do that, they can pop up, take a couple of small steps forward. Now they're going to use the opposite leg to complete this stretch. So stepping forward, going down into the lunge, twisting both ways, and using the other arm to lace inside. So as Vanessa's finishing, we're gonna have Brody begin. Now I want you to notice that his step is longer than hers. Every athlete needs to focus on their individual limitations and abilities. If they can't step that far forward, don't allow it. If their hips don't sink down all the way, as long as they go as far as possible for them, then they're doing all right. Next up is going to be a move that we really want to focus on body control. It's called the quad finger touch. With the quad finger touch, we want the athlete to do this at their own pace and be under control. All right, so the first move is going to be a normal quad stretch. She's going to bring her heel up and grab it with her foot. Then she's going to take her opposite arm and try to touch the ground. I want you to notice that the entire time Vanessa's under control. She's going to let go, step forward a couple steps, and switch. Going down as far as she can and going up. If they lose their balance, just tell them to regain it. We don't want them falling forwards, backwards, or side to side. Now as Brody begins this, I want you to notice, same thing. He's bending over to touch the ground in his case because he has a bit more flexibility. Taking a few steps forward, he's going to do it again. And if he has to bail out, that's okay. We're emphasizing individual ability, and as time goes on and they become more accustomed to this stretch, they'll be able to do it better. The last thing I want you to notice is he's trying to keep a straight line from the shoulder down to the knee. That will allow for a proper hip flexor stretch and quad stretch. Next up is going to be the side lunge. This is another exercise where we're going to have everybody face the same direction, which in this case will be towards the camera. With this, we're going to have them take their lead leg and take a large step out, lunge down towards that side, and then back towards the other side. Then when they come up, they're going to switch directions, face the opposite way, still go towards the lead leg first, and then to the back leg. Now as Brody starts, I want you to notice several key things. His knee does not come outside of his foot. This is important in preventing injury and overuse. Also, he's keeping his torso upright and not leaning too far back or sitting back. Each athlete should push as far as they can comfortably to the ground with no pain. Only good stretch should be felt. Next up is going to be a more explosive and dynamic move as we get closer to the end of the routine. It's called bounding. This is basically an exaggerated length of a stride. In order to start this, we're going to have our athletes start off with one small step and then finish by using more explosion. So as Vanessa goes, she's going to take a small step and then use longer strides, emphasizing moving forward, not up or side to side. Next up, Brody, he's going to start. And we're emphasizing the length of the stride to help open the hips and work on explosion. The last move is a little bit more complex, so the athletes need to have a firm understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. With this, we want to number the lines. All of our odd numbers are going to stay forward while our even numbers step back. So Vanessa will stay here as line 1, and Brody will take a small step back to help you out of the way. If we have a line 3 and 4, 3 will stay in place, but 4 will take a step back. Now, the other important thing to remember is that all the athletes need to go the same way first. So we're going to have Vanessa start off coming to the right towards me. We're going to have her take 3 steps, starting with the right leg step, and on the third one, she's going to plant and cut, exploding back towards the other side. After 3 steps that way, she's going to explode back this way. Now, once all of lines 1, 3, 5, 7, or however many odd numbers you have go, then we're going to do our even lines. So Brody is still going to come to the right. What we're going to have him do is a faster pace. So he's going to do 3 steps, explode off, 3 steps, explode, 3 steps, explode. With this, we're trying to emphasize the explosion and the planting because that can help prevent injuries in the long run to the knee structures. Thank you for joining us for this section of North Oak Stretching Series.